Hello. It is your girl Timmesha Shockley here, and welcome back to my channel where I strive to teach, aspire, and shit. So we're gonna go ahead, jump right into today's video. We are talking about 5 things that you should be teaching your kids right now, right in this moment. It's never too early, too little, too late to start, none of it. And these are 5 things that I think are very important to teach our kids. And it may be 5 things that they don't necessarily like now, they may appreciate now, they may understand even now, but it is things that they will grow as they get older. They will appreciate that you actually took the time to teach these things to them and instill these things in them. So the first thing that I believe is so important for us to teach our children is the joys of responsibility. And the first thing that we can do to show them responsibility is through chores. So through these chores, you can teach them, give them the basics on how to cook, how to clean, how to do laundry, little things like that. And through these are things that they're gonna need in their everyday life, so that way when your kid goes off to college or moves out or whatever the case is, they have those basic skills that they will need in order to survive. So the first one is definitely the importance of chores, teaching them that responsibility within the home. That can go a little of a long way. I mean, I can even speak for myself. Growing up, hated chores, did not like them. But as I grew older, I so appreciate my parents taking the time to teach me those little things, whether it's how to wash clothes, how to cook a basic meal, how to care for your car. All those little things really add up and will matter later in life. The second thing that I think is so important for us to teach our kids, and it's something that they may not understand now or may not even like now, but it is something that they will grow to love, is budgeting. Teaching your children how to manage their money, how to save their money, how to even invest their money is something that's so important. And you can start that by if you give them an allowance or they earn money in specific ways or they're given money for their birthday, whatever the case is, use those little moments as teaching moments with your kids because a little goes a long way. So don't be afraid to ever start too early or think it's too late to teach your kids about how to manage their money, how to make their money work for them, okay? The third thing that I think is so important for us to instill in our kids, they may not understand it now, but they surely will hopefully learn to appreciate it later in life. And that is just having a heart, having a spirit of gratitude and generosity. And for me, I think of this of just remembering that it's bigger than you. So I think it's so important that we teach our kids the importance of giving back to our community, helping others who don't have exactly what we have, and just really instilling in them that there's a bigger world, there are bigger problems, outside of their lives. And it's just so important that we really do pour that into our kids and instill that in them. And the fourth thing that I believe is so important for us to instill in our kids, teach our kids, and this is something that they probably may not understand or fully grasp the importance of until they are older, and prayerfully they'll continue to develop it on their own, but it is their faith. And I know a scripture that comes to my mind immediately that I love is Proverbs 22:6, and it says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is older, he won't depart from it." And I feel like this scripture is so important, and it's something that I'm so grateful that my parents did for me and my sister, was they instilled in us the importance and the reverence and the love of God. And it was something that I didn't necessarily fully understand when I was younger, but as I grew older, I learned and developed my own personal relationship with God. And that is something that I think is so important, and it's what's really going to help get our kids through when they hit tough areas in life. And just, I think that's something that is so important. And again, they may not necessarily understand the importance of it now, but I feel as though it is our our job as parents, adults in their lives to instill that truth within them that will help carry them as they grow. And the fifth and the very last thing that I believe that our children won't necessarily appreciate, understand, but we should and they will hopefully thank us for later is accountability. I think it's so important that, you know, within reason, within respect, we teach our kids the importance of being accountable for their actions. And this can kind of go back to the first one, which was chores or their responsibilities within the home, but holding them accountable when they do not follow through with something. I think that's so important because, as we know, as adults, we are held accountable for our actions. You know, some go unseen, but we're still going to be held accountable for them. And, you know, we're accountable and we're responsible for showing up to work on time, you know, paying our taxes, paying our bills on time, different things like that. So I think it's so important that, again, our kids may not necessarily understand it now, but they will definitely thank us for it later. So again, those 5 things were chores. That was teaching them how to budget, manage their money, invest, save. The next one was The third one was teaching and instilling in them a heart of gratitude and generosity. The fourth one was teaching them and training them up in their faith. The fifth one, the last but definitely not least, is teaching and instilling in them a sense of accountability. I so hope that these 5 things helped you guys. Leave a comment down below. What are some things that you remember that your parents instilled in you that you didn't like growing up but you appreciate now? What are some things that you hope that you are instilling in your kids now that they will appreciate later in life? Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that way you can be notified when I upload new videos. Like this video, share it with a friend, and I hope that you guys enjoy. Take care. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.